A few hours ago, the Supreme Court allowed Border Patrol agents to cut through or move the razor wire that Texas installed on the U.S. Mexico border. So justices agreed with the Biden administration, who argued the wire prevents agents from reaching migrants who have already crossed over the border. Our very own Monica Madden is here to give us a little insight on this. So a big decision, obviously, Mon, from the justices. How do you think that this will all play out with other cases between the Biden administration as well as the state?
Well, I think, Jen, it's important to point out that we're kind of at this boiling point when it comes to litigation between the federal government and Texas over what Texas has been doing at the border. We have a similar pending litigation over the buoys that Governor Abbott ordered to be installed in the Rio Grande River near Eagle Pass. And I think that this, it's just an order from the Supreme Court, so we don't have any insight as to what the justices were thinking. But historically, in other decisions before, in 2012, we had Arizona versus USA. The court said on the matters of immigration, it is up to the federal government for enforcement. This is a little different because it's relating to the obstruction with these particular objects. So I think with the buoys, we might see something similar. What still remains to be seen is Texas's Senate Bill 4, which is being challenged right now. That is the law that will soon give Texas authorities the ability to enforce immigration laws, and that's the case I was referring to, where the Supreme Court in previous sessions has sided with the federal government. We'll see how these justices decide on that case if it goes to that level. But I think this was a major loss for Governor Abbott, who has said Texas does have the authority when it comes to putting these measures in place. So definitely, I think, indicative that the court might be more favorable toward the federal government moving forward.
Okay, so last week you were all across the state. You were at the border. You spent some time with the Border Patrol agents there. Walk me through what you saw there and what they said.
So we got a tour from the vice president of the National Border Security or Border Patrol Council. That is the union for Border Patrol agents. We were also part of a trip that Congressman McCall, who you just heard from, and other Texas delegates took ahead of meeting with Mexican leaders over the weekend. Now, it was a very eye-opening trip, Jen. We went, as you can see at night, this is some video from when we staked out a part of the wall, and we saw a group of families, many unaccompanied minors, who were turning themselves into Border Patrol. You see them loading the bus before they then go over to the processing center and are released into the country, presumably. So we heard firsthand from that Border Patrol agent about what it's like for them. And he says it's been the hardest out of his 22-year career in doing this job. It's the hardest now, harder than it has ever been before. And he attributes that to a lot of the policies and doesn't really blame the migrants like those families who we saw. He said it's easier to get here illegally than legally with the laws of how everything is set up right now. So we got to see firsthand what that process looks like. We also saw areas where a lot of smuggling takes place, according to the agents, and then went along with these congressional delegates as they were getting a tour of the Rio Grande and everything. So we saw a lot over the weekend. Okay, and then lastly, this week we are expecting a breakthrough immigration bill, but what have been the roadblocks on Capitol Hill? I think, as Hannah Brandt laid out, there's a lot when it comes to just how partisan this Congress has been. I mean, keep in mind, this is a task that in previous sessions of Congress has always been a little bit of a Herculean lift. Immigration and border security are controversial talking points for both Democrats and Republicans, let alone in a Congress that has been marred by chaos, if you will. I mean, the overthrowing of a speaker, multiple threats to government shutdown amid global conflict. There is a lot going on and a lot of partisan battles, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of wiggle room for people wanting to compromise. The Republicans are tough on their points, and Democrats don't want to see things like Remain in Mexico being reinstated, even though that's what Republicans say needs to happen in order to fix some of these issues. So I think just the willingness of people on the right and the left to come together in the middle and find compromises is the biggest challenge when it comes to legislating the border. Okay, all right, Monica Madden, as always, it's good to have you. If you'd like to see her coverage, you can visit KXAN.com for that. Thanks so much.